Okay. So one more question about the 2 decades that you were a consultant.
Sure.
Pick your favorite, when you look back those 20 years, pick your favorite project and tell us about it.
Wow, that's I should have prepared for that one, Mike, because I mean, there's so many fun times and we had some great things. Probably the biggest one was a project that I had. I ended up working for a company. I was living in Chicago at the time before I had moved to Phoenix.
Mhm.
I was interviewed by a CIO who had interviewed multiple people. I was with a big consulting firm at the time. I was working at Deloitte,
Mhm.
and that CIO had actually interviewed about 5 or 6 people before me, before they actually were going to do some work. And so I interviewed with him, and it turned out being great. Partially, Mike, I didn't say a whole lot. He asked me a
Mhm.
few questions, but he felt confident in that. So we started the project with him, and we kind of kicked it off well because I just decided at that point in my career too, I'm just going to be real. So
Yeah.
we were actually sitting in a meeting where we were evaluating some technologies, and it was up against one of our other project teams. And that CIO asked me when I said I would not pick them, and he goes, "Wow, really?" And I said, "Yeah, that's my honest to God truth, you know." And he's
Mhm.
like, "Okay, Tom, we're going to be friends forever." And we ended up working together for multiple years, and I enjoyed that project because I just kind of let my guard down in the sense of I'm just gonna, not that I didn't do that earlier in my career, but it was like at that point, I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna give it to you straight.
Yeah.
Like this does work, that doesn't work. I guarantee you I'll get you this number, and then just start delivering on it. And so
Yeah.
we had a great team. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of autonomy of building brand new processes and structures of infrastructure and technology for that company that they ended up deploying. And so I would say that was the most fun because I actually got to stay as part of that project for years to actually see it be implemented
Yeah.
and see the savings and improvements go on. Where some of my projects, I'd come in and do strategy and then I left
Yeah.
and I never saw the result. That one I got to ride it for about 4.5 years, and it was a great project.